I think we have to look beyond anybody's manner of dressing or how they wear their hair. To be able to connect with people, we need to seek their heart and their soul, their kindness, their generosity, the things that we love about them. And that can't be covered by a scarf. Muslims are supposed to be generous, and everyone should be generous, because we are in this world not to just go through the world in our own, this is me, it's all about me, but to be aware of other people and things that are happening in the world where people are vulnerable or at risk, and help them. So we would need to be generous in every way, not just money, but in kindness, in acts of goodness, in helping people, generous with our time and our spirit and our financial situation, everything.
Black women, we've always had to hold it down from day one. And we can talk about how we can look back and see how mental health and suicide, of course, all the things that, we have been through as a people, and how that whole trauma and seeing a whole lot of stuff surface, in our country and community in the last, 2 to 5 years have just really brought a lot of things up to surface. And so when you've seen that uptick, I believe that it's because of things that we have not talked about, things that we have not addressed, not only in our communities in our country, but also in our homes. We have not had these conversations in our community of color because we were, I'm speaking for myself now, but as I talk to other, people from around the country, those are conversations that we never had, because we don't do that. We go to clergy, or we keep it in the family. We put it under the rug. We put it under blood, and we keep it moving. But we know that as we put stuff under the rug, and as we continue to stuff that rug that was flat now becomes, it becomes a stumbling block. And before you know it, we're tripping all on it.
We have to remember, deafness separates us from people. So deaf people by nature either are looking to connect, looking to be a part of, and they just can't quite do it, because that's where that ability and the inclusion really comes in for them and for us. One of the questions is, does the virtual meeting cause challenges? And the answer is maybe, but I'm a nerd, so usually when I meet, I usually have I have a captioning thing on my phone, and so I can use that. I can always use the captioning on the phone. So I usually use, and then I'm usually the one to say, did I hear that right? So one of my strengths is that I'm pretty assertive. I thankfully work with people who are like, RI, who is extremely generous and valuable with their understanding.
I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace's path adorn. I dream a world where all, with no sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, no avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, wherever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head in joy like a pearl, attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream, my world.
My world.